Good day, Tamers! Welcome back to another episode with me, Agito Swiftly, and today it's the Praise the Great Dragons. This news is coming out a bit late, I do apologise, it's been very busy this week. Hopefully this will cheer you up if you are a fan of yellow, and if you're not a fan of yellow, it's going to make you very sad. But let's start this off then, with our lovely little Agumon. Agumon, inherited effect, your turn. Once per turn, when you play a Digimon with 4 Great Dragons in its traits, or place Trolls of the 4 Great Dragons in the battle area, draw 1. Very simple card, very good obviously for a deck that's going to want to run as many of the Great 4 as you can. This line has 2 of them in it already. If you really want to splash into purple, you could. I'm not just saying you're going to have to. You can also splash into blue if you wanted to. Again, I'm not saying you can. But it's nice to see that they're going to do something different with Agumon rather than just being an attack booster, or we had Digiburst once, which was fun. Weird. Godremont. When evolving, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 yellow card with Dramon in its name, and 1 card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits amongst them to your hand. Return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck in any order. Inherit effect, your turn was return. When your Digimon with 4 Great Dragons in its traits is played, this Digimon gains Rush for the turn. Now, I don't know about you, but I like Rush. When I'm on my side of the field, not so much my opponents, but on my side of the field. Fairly good ability. Again, you're going to have 1 stack that you're going to build up in your actual breeding area. When you want to move it out, that's when you start looking at throwing down all the Trolls and all of your Great 4 Dragons. But that's really about it. I think the card's really good. It's going to see some good play in this. I don't know how meta these decks are going to be, but half a format is always a fun time to test things. Vidramon. When evolving, if you don't have a Trolls of the 4 Great Dragons placed in your battle area, you may place 1 Trolls of the 4 Great Dragons from your hand to the battle area. Very good effect. Opponent's turn. Or you have a Digimon with 4 Great Dragons in its traits in play, or a Trolls of the 4 Great Dragons placed in your battle area, this Digimon gains Blocker. It's an okay effect, not necessarily isn't great, but I mean sometimes you just want to stop things from beating you up. Inherited effect, opponent's turn. All of your Digimon with 4 Great Dragons in their traits gain Blocker. Now that's a scary trait. If you're running essentially like a weird Megazoo style deck, then you have like, let's say 10 Megas, because if you place them off of Trolls, they can't Digivolve into level 7s anyway. You're going to have a lot of big chunky blockers, and that's terrifyingly good. Godremont. When Digivolving, you may return 1 card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits from your trash to your hand. When attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6000 DP for the turn. Then, by returning 1 Holy Dramon, 1 Azulong, and 1 Magnadramond from your trash to the bottom of your deck, just up 2 cards of your opponent's security stack. Yeah, that's really good. Especially a deck that probably wants you to just trash all your stuff anyway. And then cycling into this. Card's very scary. And I see it being very good. Magnadramond, which is Holy Dramon. On play, all of your opponent's Digimon gain security attack -1 until the end of your opponent's turn. If this card was played by the effect of Trolls of the 4 Great Dragons, all of your opponent's Digimon gain security attack -2 until the end of your opponent's next turn. So I presume this is going to be essentially a Ice Wall, where it's just a blanket, anything on the field gets it. Very good. -2 is very good, especially in a set we just came from where Venusmon doing some horrible crazy things. Fatal Flame. Main. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6000 DP for the turn. Then, you may return 1 of your cards with the 4 Great Dragon traits from your trash to your hand. Security. Activate the main effect of this card. Cost 5. You're doing 6000 DP minus, which is essentially going to destroy most champion level things and some ultimate level things. You're going to recur a card from your trash. Really good. And then, your security effect is the exact same thing. So, really good. Really powerful. Trials of the 4 Great Dragons. Main, draw 1. Then, place this card in your battle area. Main, delay. Play 1 Digimon card with 4 Great Dragons in its traits from your hand without paying its cost. Digimon played by this effect can't Digivolve to level 7 and is deleted at the end of your opponent's next turn. Security, place this card in its owner's battle area. Really good. Like, this is one of those cards that you either want to find in security, or it's one of these cards that you just want to somehow cheat out with your big dragons. And it's super powerful. It's really good. It makes Megazoo a really cool deck. Obviously, it's got the same weird effect that Bonds did, except it's at the end of your opponent's turn, so they can have blocker. They can be useful for your opponent's turn to upset your opponent, obviously. But no, this card is fantastic and it's really good. And then when they get deleted, what happens? Oh no, I get to play another Trolls of the 4 Great Dragons. It's just a recurring loop over and over again. It's really good, really powerful. This deck, as I said, it's going to be like a really weird, probably like yellow base into the other multiple colours. You could use things like Jack Raid to help with the memory gain, and you could use Hammer Sparks if you've got your blue stuff out. tamers, you could use yellow tamers. You could use purple couriers, because if you're going to be removing security, you can also just gain stuff. It's going to be a really good deck, but how it's going to play out in the future, I don't really know. But it's looking really cool, and if anything, it's looking a bit gruesome. So we'll leave it there, guys. But thank you for being here today. We really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, or you're just popping through and you see this, if you're not, subscribe. It helps us out a lot. And like it if you did enjoy the video. We'll see you guys for the next one. And again, I apologise for the late recording of these cards. But hopefully we'll see you sooner than never. So, peace out, tamers. Bye.